Hey guys, what's up? So today we're going to be looking at this little piece from the Daily Wire talking about how California has now done something so incredibly stupid with regard to HIV that I'm not sure that the state is even worth saving anymore. I mean, there are good people in the state. Good people, get out. Because if you're a person who likes to engage in sexual activity, I got some bad news for you. People who might give you HIV, who knowingly give you HIV, well, it's not a crime anymore, basically. So anyway, I'm going to read this article by Amanda Prestigamako. Alright, so California has become even more radical in its approach become increasingly more radical in its soft crime approach. The state has now lessened the punishment for knowingly exposing someone else to HIV. Now, if you knowingly expose a partner to HIV in California, the crime is a mere misdemeanor rather than a felony. Per the Los Angeles Times, Governor Jerry Brown signed a bill Friday that lowers from a felony to a misdemeanor the crime of knowingly exposing a sexual partner to HIV without disclosing an infection. Now that, I'm just like, really? Really? Yeah, I know people have been wanting to decriminalize the whole, getting exposed to HIV thing and you never knew about it. But I'm like, really? Are you that dense? Alright, that's a disease that can ruin your life. Why would you... I don't get it. Why in hell would you want to... Why would you want to get rid of the crime for it, okay? If anything, criminal charges from someone getting HIV, but for someone giving someone else HIV, that's actually a good thing for the gay community. Because guess what? Majority of gay dudes have HIV. Alright? So, I don't know what the hell Jerry Brown's thinking. Of course, he's a freaking dumbass as a governor anyway. Won't do anything to actually help his Californian representatives. Well, not really representative, he's the governor, so he doesn't have the same type of scrutiny as everybody else does, but still, he's an idiot. The dude just won't shut up. Alright. So anyway, let me continue. Moreover, the measure is expanded to knowingly give HIV positive blood to a blood bank. What? Okay, now you're just all for giving people HIV just out the wazoo. You really want to do that? I just told you, HIV can ruin people's lives. The lead singer of Queen, like a couple of days after he said he was, I think it was like a week or two after he said he was gay, he ended up dying of HIV. Alright, so HIV is not this type of thing we can just ignore and say that, oh hey, it shouldn't matter whether or not someone gets it. It's not going to do anything to them in the long run. It's bullshit. I don't know what, like I just said, I don't know what the freaking governor is thinking. Why is he so dense? Why are people who advocate for stuff like this so dense? Anyway, the extreme move is, of course, being made under the guise of tolerance. Well, of course it is, but it's only going to hurt the gay community more, because guess what? They're the ones who suffer for it more. So today, California took a major step toward treating HIV as a public health issue instead of treating people living with HIV as criminals, said Democratic State Senator Scott Wiener. HIV should be treated like all other serious infections, as what SB 239 does. Well, that's completely different. Alright? If you have HIV and you knowingly give it to someone else, that should be criminal. That should be criminal. I don't care if it's under the guise of tolerance or not. It should be criminal if you already have HIV and then this other person consents to having sex with you. It's like this person all of a sudden consents to having sex with you. If you don't tell him that, that should be criminal, alright? Because that person didn't want HIV. They don't want to have some life-threatening disease that could kill them. Alright, no one does. Alright, so it's completely stupid to think that this will actually help people with HIV. Alright, you can have sex with HIV people if you want. If you know about it, and you get it, it's your fault. And there are also ways to protect yourself if you're having sex with an HIV positive person. There are ways to protect yourself if you're having sex with that type of people. But to say that all people with HIV are known criminals, that's stupid, alright? It's unfortunate that people have HIV. It's unfortunate that people continue to get HIV, and it's something that we should be moving to fix, but didn't we already have this type of epidemic back in the 80s, I think? This whole thing with HIV? I'm pretty sure we did, and it didn't really work out. Although people still die from AIDS, exposing people to HIV without their knowledge or consent was justified because modern medicine allows those with HIV to live longer lives and nearly eliminates possibility of transmission, per Wiener and Democratic Assemblyman Todd Gloria. This destructive, immoral move is apparently not isolated to the loons of California. Planned Parenthood, America's largest abortion mill and one of the most powerful unofficial arms of the Democratic Party, claimed not disclosing HIV to partners was a right. Okay, so it's a right. You're just saying right now that it's a right to say, oh, hey, I have HIV and I didn't have to tell you about it until after we had sex, and now you have it forever. And also there's no cure to it, so you're stuck with it. That's a right. That constitutes as a right. Why can't pedophiles go fuck kids every 5 seconds, huh? It's not a right, alright? It's wrong, it's immoral, it's incredibly egregious and stupid. It's an asinine argument they're trying to make. I just don't get it. Why would anyone want to do this? I don't understand people anymore. Like, I'm done. I'm done with the human race. We're screwed. Actually, we're just done with Planned Parenthood in California. At least the legislature in California. It's just so dumbfounded. I'm just so dumbfounded. Stupidest bullshit I've ever heard. Since Obama said that terrorists are only being terrorists because they want jobs. Alright, it's stupid. Alright, it's really stupid. Like, I wish I could go to California and punch the legislature all in the face. Not really. I just wish they would shut up. Say, hey, this is stupid. Okay? You stupid. Alright? And your people who claim to help, they're not really helping. But yeah, you know, they're gonna keep going with this anyway, because, you know, lunatics in the Democratic Party and Planned Parenthood and the state of California mostly are just gonna have their way because no one's gonna do anything to them. Alright, so the Daily Wire reported in December 2016, Kimberly Ells of the Federalist exposed the tax dollar-funded corporation for their despicable view, which they advocated via literature like the International Planned Parenthood Federation's booklet directed toward the HIV-positive youth in America called Healthy, Happy, and Hot. It says, young people living with HIV have the right to decide if and when and how to disclose their HIV status. No. 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 If you give someone HIV, they don't know about it, you have unprotected sex, they end up getting HIV because of you, they can and should have the right to press charges against you, and you should be going to jail for being a douchebag. It continues. Sharing your HIV status is called disclosure. Your decision about whether to disclose may change with different people and situations. You have the right to decide if and when how to disclose HIV status. Okay, it's just ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous thing. But yeah, that's just great, man. That's just great. It's good to know that people are really trying to help people people with HIV by making it more possible to get HIV. I don't understand the stupidity of the modern Democratic Party anymore. I used to think it was just the usual dumb leftist arguments. It's not that anymore. It's not in control of regular leftists anymore. It's in control of complete dumbfounded radicals who have nothing better to do than to make stupid decisions and basically say, "Oh, look at me, I have HIV, I don't give a shit what you think about it." Well, okay. Alright, I don't care if you have HIV unless we are consenting to sex, and if I ask you, you have a sexually transmitted disease? No. Okay, let's do it. I'm not actually gonna do that. And I don't get any. I don't want any. Alright, I don't want any until I find the right woman. And if I do end up finding the right woman, I will ask her, do you have any STDs? Have you had any type of intercourse with people who have STDs and blah 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 blah? If they don't, that's good. But if she does, then I won't do it. But if she says she doesn't, we do it, but then she tells me later that she does, or I find out later that I have an STD that I got transmitted from her, that should equal criminal charges. Alright? Because I didn't want to live with an STD. I don't want to have an increased chance of dying. I don't want to get... Yeah, I just don't want to die. I don't want to die from something as stupid as an STD. Alright? This is why people should have protected sex, buddy. Alright? Alright? We should be moving to help people with STDs like HIV and stuff like that. Not trying to normalize STDs like there's some type of thing like hepatitis C. Alright, hepatitis C is a pretty bad disease that mostly baby boomers have. Alright? Tuberculosis, that's a disease that at one time threatened a lot of people in the world. Spanish flu, same thing. There's so many different diseases, alright there, that have threatened so many people around the world. While HIV, I don't think it's hit as many people as people think it has. I still think that we should treat it as not only a public health issue, but as also criminal issues if it is handled the wrong way. And right now, it seems like the California legislature is just saying, oh hey, let's basically kill everybody. Just give everybody STDs. Let's be more accepting of gay people by making it easier for gay people to get STDs even if they don't want it. I'm done, man. Alright? Like, someone slap me and wake me back to reality or something, because this is bad. It's really bad, and it only seems like this is just going to keep getting worse. It usually does with leftists. They just don't know what they're talking about. Never do, almost. Even the ones that can come up with credible arguments end up losing because of feelings. Alright, and this doesn't seem like a particularly fact-related argument that California is pushing through. And if this moves into other states, I guarantee you, this is going to get a lot worse not only for the normal people who just have sex whenever they want to, but also for majority of gay people in the United States living in those areas. Call me a bigot if you want, but hey, I'm just looking out for the fellow gay man. I'm not a homosexual, but I mean, I'm trying to help here by saying, hey, saying that I don't have HIV is a stupid thing to say. Alright? If you have an STD, be honest about it. If you're embarrassed, it's kind of a different thing, but still. If someone asks you if you have an STD and you're about to engage in sexual intercourse with someone, and they ask you about it, say yes if you have it. Alright? If you have it, say yes. And find ways to prevent. If you do end up continuing into having intercourse, find a way to actually keep it from transmitting to the other person. And if that person ends up getting the STD, then that shouldn't lead to criminal charges because they did it knowingly. Alright. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully the next video I'll post will be something a little bit... Actually, I think the next thing I'm going to do, it's going to be more of a serious one. It's going to be an argument, basically. I'm just going to go after the Obamas. I'm just going to basically debunk all the key points of what people love, quote-unquote, about Obama's presidency. It's going to take me a little bit to do it because I have to get all my sources. I have to get sources together. I have to get not only sources. I have to get the time ready to do it because I'm going to be working up until Wednesday. I think Wednesday and Thursday will be the only days I'll be really able to do it. But anyway, that's going to happen. And when it happens, I hope a lot of people will. I hope it gets some views. I hope it turns out well. I'm going to try to put as much time into it as I can, like I said. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. Y'all have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Don't die.